Hello everyone, so today I've got something different for you. This is a 16 mists, but this key was done off stream. The reason I did this off stream was because, well, we were just going to do 1 or 2 keys and then that was it. And I didn't want to just stream 1 or 2, and therefore I did it off stream, but I still recorded it. And I think this is a good chance for me to actually just do a commentary video through of a full run. So let's get straight into it. So key begins. I'm playing Fury here. It's Thane with the Odin's Fury 1 Vision Content build that I've been playing. I can link the build in the description. So we go in. This is a quite standard pull. I set focus on the Harvester. I pick up my Transmitter. And then I send all my cooldowns. Making sure I'm enraged first, of course.
Targeted.
So here I get targeted by the Overgrowth. I Shadow Melt it off so I don't take the damage from the channel, from the Villager. And also don't get CC'd at the end of the cast also. You can also spell effect that cast. And you can human racial out of it, I suppose, as well. But yeah, the only 2 options that I've got are Shadow Melt and spell effect.
Frontal.
So not much else happening here, just cleaning out the pull. You might have noticed I look a little bit different today. I might look like a certain someone. There's no reason really. Oh, and I tried to do a spell effect and taunt on this Soul Cleaver here, which I actually regret now because now I can't reflect this Overgrowth and then I get stunned.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I think reflecting the Soul Cleaver's Soul Split is pretty good value because then I don't think it heals from the auto attacks anymore. I might be wrong there, but yeah. I just felt like doing it. I never done it before. So we skip this as per usual, and we're gonna sap one of the Harvesters and pull these 3 into the 2 big guys near the boss. So I'm calling my kick here, just kicking, and then I think we're gonna pick up the shrooms and go to the 2 mobs I talked about. Obviously not popping my cooldowns yet, there's no point in doing that. I called my reflect, but my reflect got kicked, so you know. The classic. I didn't actually use my reflect though, so still have the opportunity to use it a bit.
So I can do that.
I'm not there.
Oh, okay. Lion.
Jump.
Looks like I'm actually calling the kicks here, which I don't usually do, but again, I guess I just felt like doing it now. So sending all my cooldowns here. It's rough staying in range for these things all the time because of the puddles on the floor. So as soon as the caster died, I will pick up the next one, the one that we CC'd before. It's much easier to just kick one caster at a time. It gets messy pretty fast if you try and pull everything into these 2 big guys. I went D-stance here because I was taking a little bit too much damage. But straight back to Berserker.
Reflecting. Alright.
Another reflect denied. I just send Enrage Regen here because I'm not going to need it anytime soon. And then of course just using my cooldowns on cooldown. On the boss though, I'm going to want to have all cooldowns on the burn phase every time. So I think going into this boss I'm going to be holding my cooldowns for a while now. So this is the first time we actually try a 16 mists, but this is the first time we've done a 16 mists after Fury got buffed, so there's that at least as well. Oh, and also you would have seen that I heroic throw on the boss there to get aggro in him first, so that he cast the Spirit Bolt on me first, so that I can spell effect it. The spell effect actually gave me aggro afterwards, so I ended up shadow melding to get rid of aggro.
Yeah.
Almost died.
Yeah.
Alpha is calling the kicks here.
Frontal.
And as you can see, I only used Odin's Fury at the start of this pull. I'm not using my 1.5 minute cooldowns because they won't be ready for the burn phase if I use them.
Fear.
Oh, and also I should talk about our positioning here. Next time the pools happen, I'll
Rental.
mention it. Yeah, just DPS in the tree down here. So what we're doing is we're having everyone stand, you know, between the pool and the boss here. And then all the pools should spawn near us, and then we can just walk through the boss and still hit the boss the whole time. Because the pools are sort of baited near players.
Rental.
Lust is popped already because it's going to overlap with our cooldowns anyway. I use my transmitter, I go and pick it up, and send my cooldowns. Along with potion. Perfect timings. At this point, I'm somehow top DPS,
we're
which
supposed
is...
to keep it in the main boss now, yeah? Until the 2 minutes.
Yeah, and at this point I'm calling to keep hitting Ingra Maloch, because we want to make sure that we can two-face him, and also we want to get our rogues 2-minute cooldowns back for the next burn. And at this point, I remember looking at the damage meter thinking, oh, Tyler, the rogue, is doing less damage than usual. And turns out his weak auras weren't working at all this entire run, so he was just playing kind of blind. So I'm surprised.
Watch the fear.
Yeah, no surprise that he did less damage than usual. So here the boss gets the damage reduction, so now we swap to the tree.
But we might need to slow down. Yeah.
I reflected this because Alpha called crit to reflect. Any reflects from the spirit bolts that we can get here are good because it helps us two-face the boss.
Are we good for this keep going? Because my 130 is already about now.
I've got 5 bad things, but
Fear.
I'll Berserker Rage.
Rental.
I can't. We actually had Tremor Totem there, so I didn't need to Berserker Rage. I thought we didn't have it there for some reason.
15, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. So Tyler calls 15 seconds for his cooldowns. So we're just waiting. A leap to safety. And I send everything here.
Nice. We just keep it in the pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
And the boss is easily low enough that we can finish him off before the damage reduction shield goes on him. Nice and easy. I guess if Tyler's UI had worked properly, he probably would have been dead by now. The boss, that is. But a 4-minute kill on this boss is honestly really good for us, so definitely we'll take that one. Yeah, let me know what you think about... Oh, actually, no, there's something to talk about here. So Alpha is preparing to pull over the wall because we don't have anyone else that can pull over the wall here. We don't have any pet classes or any cheese classes at all. So Alpha is doing a double jump into Vengeful Retreat, into Glide, and then he's going to just barely be in line of sight of one of the mobs here, and he throws a glaive.
Nice.
So that's how he pulls that over the wall. So we get some mobs here. This is a scary pull for Laren because there are quite a few defenders here, and all of the X-Spells are going to go on Laren because he's the only ranged person. There's also a Stalker here, and that initial bite damage is really high. Laren's actually got the bite on him now. I think he's Stone Formed it off. He's doing a really good job surviving. My cooldowns are coming up now, so I'm just going to use them because the pack is still on high health, and I'm going to get good value out of my cooldowns this way. I go in for the kick before stepping out quickly, before the pool on the floor actually damages me. I'm glad
How
that
long for the slash? I'm going for it.
Nice. Oh, and I also just YOLO taunt
Lead.
a spell effect on the Guardian there. It really helps Alpha out if I can get those reflects. Because if you're a tank, or if you tanked here before, you know that these Guardian Mist or Anima Slashers hit really hard. Anyway, as I was saying, let me know what you think about this kind of video. Maybe I'll do these kind of videos more often if
I didn't
people
check the butterfly,
like
by
them.
the way.
This is kind of an experience for
Went
me
down one,
because I've
if that's what you mean.
not really done these kind of videos recently, but the butterfly, the raid commentary videos have been helping a lot of people. So maybe this is also helpful for people, but maybe it's not as relatable because it is a 16 key. I don't know.
Nice hit him. Another game.
So the weak aura, by the way.
It's
Oh,
spelled.
actually, no. So I'll explain what happened here. So defenders, I talked about their expels that always go on Laren, right? And the Stalker's Mist Veil Bite is random. But if the Mist Veil Bite goes on Laren while an expel is happening, which happens here, bite into expel, dead.
Expelled.
And then expel goes on me, I live this, I just go D-stance. I can't remember how Jokes died, but he also died because of Laren dying, I'm sure. So Mistveil Bite is happening again and again. Expel, Mistveil Bite, Laren, dead again.
Again, dude.
So
bite plus expel.
the counterplay to that is
Wow,
to stun the Stalker or stop it in some way, just to desync it from expel, just to give Laren an actual fighting chance to react and top himself off before the next damage event happens, you know.
Sack me kurva. Get my stuff.
We talked about that at some point this run. Later on, once we all realized what happened there.
I don't know the path yet.
Yeah, check.
So Laren didn't get time to do the puzzle here.
Full power here.
Flower, must be.
Jump.
So doing my cooldowns here. Jumping first to activate my trinket. That's the treacherous transmitter task. And it looks like the kicks are covered. I might do a... Yeah, there's my reflect taunt. A pre-use enrage region because I can get one shot pretty easily if I take 1 or 2 melees from the Guardian. I still need to enable the nameplate cooldown so I can see the tank buster on the Guardian. I just kind of go by feel at the moment, and that's not really consistent.
Do we know where we go?
So Laren already knows where we're going. I think this is another pack coming up behind that wall.
Orange.
At this point, I still feel pretty good about our pace. Things are going smoothly. Fairly smoothly, at least. As long as we don't have too many more deaths. I know I was thinking at this point, we'll time it.
Jump.
So I ended up sending my cooldowns here, which may or may not have been a mistake, I don't know. The mobs were quite low, so maybe it would have been better to hold until the next. But, as I always say, if in doubt, just send. Because I was doubting whether I should send or not there, so instead of thinking any more about it, I just used them. And to be fair, my avatar is ending now, so I guess my cooldown has lasted for the entirety of the end of that pull.
Ooh. Yeah, let me get this.
But then here we have a single target mob. But not actually a single target mob, because Alpha is able to pull something through the wall. So maybe it would have been better to save my cooldowns to ensure it's safe And here I learned from our previous mistakes, and I sent a Stormbolt on that Stalker to make sure that the overlap doesn't happen again. The unlucky overlap doesn't happen. Oh, and here I died to the green swirly. I just didn't see this. I guess just barely I didn't dodge it here. See, there's a blue swirly here. I can't see this green swirly that's under the mobs here. Now it's visible, but yeah.
Only
What?
the strongest.
There was a pool under.
Oh, I didn't see. Okay. So that's my death for this dungeon. I just keep going. Unfortunate, but not a combo I've had to look out for before, or not one that you need to look out for very often because you don't. I feel like we haven't seen this Night Blossom very often. It is definitely the best mob to get though because it's much easier to add mobs to this guy than it is to do the dragon plus a pack or the frog plus a pack. So, just a mistake from my end. Happens. So I do use my cooldowns here since they come up on the just to kill the Night Blossom as quick as possible. He does have a lot of health, so it's important to send here instead of waiting for the next pack again.
Okay, remember.
You were using my augment rune there,
on the
if you're wondering
boss,
what that
because
was.
the defender. Click on mark one and you can see.
Guardian. What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if you're
yeah,
wondering what
Guardian,
priority is,
We
like
cannot
the
press
general
boss to
rotation.
beat those guys are alive.
on single target you prioritize Crushing Blow over Bloodbath and Raging Blow over Bloodthirst as well, I believe at the moment. I think that's what the sim does at least. On AoE, you prioritize Bloodbath over Crushing Blow and Bloodthirst over Raging Blow. So it's flipped for single target and AoE. But whatever you do, it doesn't really make a big difference. So don't overthink that. And the opener I usually do, it should be Recklessness Avatar. Well, it should be Recklessness Avatar with Trinket. But sometimes I pre-trinket because it's a treacherous transmitter thing and it takes a little bit of time to do the task. But it should be Recklessness Avatar into Roar, into Ravager, and then Rampage, Thunderblast, Odin's Fury, Crushing Blow, Rampage. I believe that's the right order. But feels a bit unintuitive because of the Ravager timing. It feels unnatural to use Ravager that late, but
Kind of risk, but it's fine.
that is the way now. We're killing orange.
Yeah. I'll
And
change
here we're gonna
boss
pull this
like
into the
little
boss.
bit over.
Really scary pull.
What?
Could have actually dies to getting hit
Okay,
first.
I'll click him. I got him.
So I'm resting Kurva here. And we go for the boss.
Yeah, now I'm so weak with the raid.
Alpha was ready to go for the boss, but now he's struggling a bit, so he's holding off. He's gonna go for it soon.
Okay. I'm ready now.
There we go. So you can see the Anima Slash is really chunk Alpha here. So lust this up. I'm gonna send all my cooldowns. Surely I'm gonna potion as well. Or did I forget about the potion? Oh no, I'm not thinking about it because I'm doing I did the taunt. I didn't actually get the Anima Slash there. So I ended up Shadow Melding before I died to it. Because I did a taunt with Enrage
Percentage
Region.
is good, time is good. I would just kill the Guardian here. Or maybe time is not good.
I
Okay.
have friends, we can hit boss.
Yeah. So I did think the time was good there, and then I reconsidered a moment, thinking, Well, when we kill this boss, we're probably gonna have about 9 minutes, or maybe not 9 minutes. It's probably gonna be like 8:30, which is doable for the end part, especially with this much percentage. I think I need to kill off the, but at this point, big weeks timers and get the weak aura. Because I can't get the tank timers on the big weeks ones. Is it filled? Yeah. I was talking about the nameplate cooldowns there.
Big weeks to get a tank.
And Tyler
yeah?
says, actually you can get the
okay. I don't know where it is.
tank
I looked for
busters
it.
to show on big wigs nameplates. So I'm gonna find a way to do that at some point soon. Let's be real, I'll probably forget, but
That's säkert mycket oroa.
at least I know you can do that instead of changing over to the weak aura instead of big wigs. So tip for this boss, by the way, those revolt pins and the mirror images in the intermission, they can all be hit by the arrows here, the dodgeballs. And the dodgeball will deal damage to both. I think you just need one dodgeball to kill a revolt pin, and you need multiple arrows. I don't think you can ever kill a mirror image with all of your dodgeballs. But you can definitely get a chunk of its health away by stacking as many dodgeballs as possible.
Power.
So here you can see I'm baiting. Dodgeball goes on me there. We got a few arrows, and you can see how much health did he lose there from that dodgeball. Goes from 54% to 18%, and I think that was 3 arrows. So that's a massive time save. I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't like what I did there. You can see I committed to a jump here because I was gonna charge the boss, right? But that's really close to this wall pin. That could have gone bad. Anyway, in this timeline, I live. Not sure why I did that movement. I don't think I needed to do that. Oh well. Anyway, the boss is on 20% here, and I feel like I can send a set of cooldowns and still have it ready for the next pack, so that's what I do. And if you wonder why I'm not pressing Bloodthirst or Bloodbath during my Ravager, my cooldown window, it's because Ravager is casting Bloodbath for me.
Make sure to bait
So
onto the
I basically just press Crushing Blows, Thunderblast, and Rampages only. While Ravager is up. And also an interesting thing about when you use your cooldowns, if you have a Thunderblast ready, say, and you also are about to use your cooldowns, if you were to use Avatar then, you would waste that stack of Thunderblast. You would be overwriting that stack, because your Avatar gives you 2 stacks, right? And you can only hold 2 stacks at a time. So what you can do is you can Thunderblast before you use your cooldowns, and then as soon as you use Avatar, you will get those 2 charges of Thunderblast. But Avatar also resets your Thunderblast cooldown, so you can Thunderblast into Avatar, into Thunderblast again. That's the only time you can do 2 Thunderblasts in a row when you pop Avatar. Feels good when you do that. So here we're gonna pull these 3 mobs into this pack on the right. Or my left, depending on which way you're looking at it. Using all the cooldowns here. Avoiding the swirlies.
Defensive.
And this Discord is kind of quiet in general.
You can get a second pot if you pot at some point in the
I
next
guess
2
we're all
minutes.
just focusing.
Can I chain with 6-1 die?
How many?
Die. I'll wait some help for you guys. I'm so afraid.
Fine with me.
So send a shockwave there for safety, just to
Remember
stop
when
those
the small
wordies.
ones die, they don't-
Defensive.
The Acid Novas, they really hurt on this level, so I do try to use something for each Acid Nova, and you can see that I used defensive stance for the initial damage there. Just to
If they
smooth out
pick
the
one,
damage a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
pull the beast.
Defensive.
Defensive stance and spell, defensive stance and spell effect there.
Alright, let's go. This thing won't cast again.
Defensive stance is something that people severely underutilize. It's definitely our strongest defensive.
Now, that I can
It's
get.
got no cooldown and it reduces damage taken by 15% from everything. So like smart use of defensive stance is definitely the difference between, you know, feeling squishy
You get a
and
double here, I think.
tanky.
And do-
It's
and do
it's such a good
hack
weapon.
into boss.
Of course, you lose a little bit
This
of
is what
damage when you
hurts a lot.
change
so be
into
careful.
distance,
Defensive. Jump.
but it's 100% worth it. You just need to learn when when you need to use it, basically.
That's what the small
So here we have
die.
quite a big pull. There's a lot of acid gullets here, and and gorgers as well. So we get a lot of debuffs here, along with the staghorn explosion. It's usually quite nasty.
Defensive.
Laren calls for a rally here. So the acid nova. Now at this point, I'm guessing that we're probably quite
Yep, we
dry
can move
on
on.
defensive cooldowns and throughput
Yeah,
cooldowns
we'll
from
keep-
Laren. Also.
Nah, just move, I think.
So here I say we can keep going. We can keep chain pulling and go into
Go
boss.
pull this boss.
But then
Yeah. I'll finish this
Wait,
one.
wait, this is shroud, this is shroud, this is shroud. Kill them,
Okay,
kill them,
okay,
kill
okay,
them.
okay, okay.
And then
What the hell? How do we have
Alpha
percentage?
realizes actually we
Crazy.
have full percentage. We don't need to pull this back. So he says, kill it off and shroud. That's the first time this has ever happened to us that we have this much percentage at this point. So
420 to kill us.
yep, 420 to kill this boss on a plus 16 mist.
Stacking an alpha.
So all we can do
Never
here
mind.
is do our single target rotation well and
You don't need to do
try
that,
and
just
stay on
lane.
boss.
I really hate it if people stack and spread
Okay.
left, right, and forward.
Right.
Do like a small movement.
So with this circle here, you can actually stand on the edge of it and keep hitting. You just need to be a little bit careful. If you step into the circle, you don't need to step into the circle, but you can accidentally step into the circle and die if you do this, if you do it improperly. But you can stand at the actual edge of the circle and hit it the whole time. Even without extended mana range. Would be nice to have that, but we don't. Just efficiently cleaving these larvae down. I don't want to waste any single target damage I would have done on the boss by
Be hero when we
cleaving
get the
those things.
maximum amount of damage, so whenever you have to
They're gonna overlap with mine if you send instas. I don't know about the others.
We're talking about the lust now, when we want to pop it. I'm saying that if we pop our lust in 25 seconds when Sated debuff wears off, it will fully overlap
I
with my
think Tyler
cooldowns
is
anyway.
holding for lust.
So we last on 10 seconds, right? Can we?
Yeah, it's good by me. What about Kurva?
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'll get my
So there we go. We've agreed that we're going to lust on cooldown as soon as it comes off. And there it is. I suppose it's called heroism for us because we're alliance. And there we go. I'm popping my cooldowns. I'm not afraid to pop my cooldowns while the green circle is happening.
gonna need a rally on the next shield intermission.
Okay. We've got 2 minutes left to kill the boss. Boss at 40% health. It's actually quite tight.
No.
And I'm looking at the timer at this point, thinking, wow, it is a lot closer than I thought. And here I'm in a tight spot. I actually use spell effect. So a big tip here is that you can spell effect and just walk over these pools infinitely. Like as long as your spell effect is active, you can walk over these pools for as long as you like.
Spreading on.
Oh, that was awful. I got scared there, so I leaped.
Good. Can you
Yeah, I can sell it.
Copy.
move out of there?
Trying to take a safe route out of here. I did have spell effect available, so I could walk over fully safely, but I felt it wasn't necessary there.
I still have a proc under me.
And
so
here,
I'm gonna use the
I had a spell effect, so I can walk over again and follow through. And my cooldowns are ready again. I'm using them straight away.
I'll let the boss proc me.
This is my final set of cooldowns before the timers expires, basically. And I'm thinking, just please don't die, because if we die here, it's minus 15 seconds and it's over.
Keep the way.
Big deeps, come on.
I'm trying to proc, but I cannot get it. No. What I got?
4 seconds. Sorry, 4%, 10 seconds.
There we are not moving from here.
Easy in time.
Still.
I call easy in time. And Alpha is just
Nice, nice.
1 second left.
I'm really sorry for my damage. I didn't have weak cores that entire key. They just, when we put the key in, all of my weak cores disabled.
And there we go. That's Tyler saying that he didn't have weak auras the entire run, as I mentioned earlier in the run. So yeah, that's all there is for this video, really. Sorry I didn't show the breakdown. I know a lot of people want me to show the breakdown, but I guess you can kind of see it there. A lot of people ask for me to show the breakdown after runs. I just always forget, honestly. Sorry about that, but hopefully that gives you an idea. But yeah, let me know what you think about this kind of video. I don't know how useful it actually is, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.